Hello, everyone. Hello, you're welcome to this Jobberman session. This event brought to you by Jobberman for our esteemed business owners and employers. We are happy to have you here, and we are indeed grateful that you have deemed it fit to grace this occasion. Um, this event is the topic we're covering today is leadership and business sustainability, and we have a very, very, very special guest who is going to be joining us shortly in person of Adebola Williams. But before we proceed, I'll just give a brief introduction about Jobberman and tell you what we do. But let me start by introducing myself. My name is Chidimma Iheanacho. I'm your host for today, and I'll be moderating this event. I'm the Senior Youth Engagement Associate at Jobberman. Okay, and I'll go right into our outline. This is what we have for today. We'll talk about, I'll just do a brief introduction about Jobberman, then introduce our keynote speaker in person of Adebola Williams, who will give his own presentation. And we'll have a Q&A session. We'll have the opportunity to ask questions, and we'll take as many questions as we can. We'll talk about a Jobberman virtual career fair, and we wrap up this program. Hopefully, we plan to be done in an hour or less. So we do not want to take much of your time because we know we are all involved in different activities. Okay, so I'm going to go right into it and just give a brief introduction about Jobberman. Jobberman is the #1 online recruitment platform in Nigeria with over 2 million candidates on our platform and over 60 million employers. Our goal at Jobberman is to create job opportunities for young people. So then we'll talk about the Jobberman Youth Engagement Initiative. The youth engagement is committed to upskilling 5 million young Nigerians and placing them in dignified work within the next 5 years. Okay, and that is the core mandate of the Jobberman Youth Engagement. We know it is quite ambitious, right, to train a minimum of 5 million young people over the next 5 years and place 3 million of them in dignified work. It's quite ambitious, but hey, we are already on the right track. Just last month, we trained over 10,000 people in a soft skills training. Okay, Jobberman Youth Engagement Team provides free soft skills training for young people within the ages of 18 to 35 years through digital channels and offline events. Okay, we have engaged over 100,000 people already, even within the past 6 months through our webinars, Zoom and Telegram, training, as well as career fairs, which we have one planned in August. Okay, so with the Jobberman Youth package, youth engagement, we provide an end-to-end solution, and not just to job seekers, but we also help employers. So if you're looking to hire the best talent, we can help you sort that out. Okay, you're looking to hire with the youth engagement, you get free job listings. Free job listings. Okay, I will shed more light on that as we proceed. Okay, so I'm now going to talk about a soft skills training. I mentioned we provide a free soft skills training, and so if you have staff or if you have people, within the ages of 18 and 35, who are looking, who you feel would benefit from this soft skills training. We did a skills gap analysis with different employers, and we found out that the feedback we got from employers is that most young people are unemployable because they lack the necessary soft skills, to excel or in the work environment. And the soft skills training, what do we teach? What we teach covers effective communication, okay, effective communication, presentation, storytelling, critical thinking, creativity, and idea generation. Okay, these are just some of the topics we cover. Business ethics, business etiquette, okay, email communication, these are just some of employability skills. Okay, these are just a few of the topics we cover, and we provide all this for free. Okay, this is for free. If you're interested in joining, or you want some of your teammates, your staff to join this soft skills, which is currently going on right now and is online, so you can take it at the comfort at your own time. It's online. Just register at www.jobberman.com/soft skills, and you have access to this free training. Okay, and at the end of the day, what we plan to do is have a virtual career fair in August, sometime in August, and to be precise, on the 26th of August, rather, we'll have a virtual career fair where employers can, have access to hire some of these our trainees who have been trained on soft skills. Okay, so this is a free event. So if you're interested in being a part of this virtual career fair, please reach out to me. My email details will be shared at the end of this slide. Okay, so without wasting much time, I am now going to go ahead to talk about our keynote speaker. I'm just trying to see if he has joined the call. Just before I started, I wasn't sure if he is on the call now, but I know my colleague will alert me to know if I have Adebola Williams on the call with us already. So please, my colleague Prince, if you can just signal to me to know if he's on the call, I'll appreciate that, or just send a chat. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. I can see information that he's on the call. Thank you, Loretta. Okay, so yes, I'm going to go on now. So yes, I'm going to read his profile. I have his profile. Just before he comes up, I'm going to quickly read his profile, the profile of Adebola Williams. So everyone, as I've said, we have Adebola Williams here who will be giving us some highlights, some key points, information on leadership and business sustainability. But please permit me to read his profile right now. Adebola Williams is the co-founder and group CEO of Red for Africa, the continent's largest portfolio of youth-focused media brands, including Redmedia Africa, Statecraft Inc., The Future Awards Africa, and WineNiger.com. A pioneer of the intersection of media, democracy, and social change, Adebola has been profiled by Forbes and CNN as the man who helped elect a trifecta of presidents in Africa. His journey in media and television began in the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, with advocacy for youth and good governance. He co-founded Enough is Enough, Nigeria's foremost civic participation platform and a premier voice for young people on politics. He later resigned as the board chairman to steer the rebranding of the current Nigerian president, Muhammadu Buhari, through a realigned national discourse and optimized media engagement, changing long-standing perceptions and swaying the elections. Subsequent media campaigns helped Ghana's opposition candidate, Nana Akufo-Addo, win the presidency on his third attempt, and also President Macky Sall of Senegal to extend his presidency into a second term. Adebola currently consults in other regions on the continent. His work in corporate marketing and communication across different sectors has earned him and Redmedia Africa several awards on the continent, including Saber, La Priga, Marketing Edge, Young Kings, and the C4F Marketing Awards in Davos. In 2017 Cross-Continental Speaking Tour, his 2017 Cross-Continental Speaking Tour cut across several conferences at Ivy League schools, including Harvard, Columbia, Yale, and Oxford University. His address during the 2017 Obama Summit went viral and earned a rare standing ovation from the former President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. In 2017, he was named the African Young Achiever by MA Ghana and named one of the 100 most influential people of African descent under the United Nations International Decade for People of African Descent. A Mandela Washington Fellow, British Council Global Changemaker, and Oxford Business School Fellow, Adebola has been named by Forbes as one of Africa's best entrepreneurs under 30 and is a recipient of the CNBC Young Business Leader of the Year Award. In 2018, he was bestowed Marketing Edge Innovative Leader in PR and Image Management Award and awarded an Archbishop Desmond Tutu Fellowship in South Africa. Adebola, who routinely engages a social media audience of over 300,000 people, also spoke at the Africa Union Commission's 1 Million by 2021 initiative in April 2019, World Trade Organization's Public Forum in October 2019, and the African Business Media Innovators, a future component of the Bloomberg Media Initiative Africa in November 2019. Adebola was invited to join the Forum of Young Global Leaders, an independent organization under the World Economic Forum in 2019. He was invited to address the 2019 World Trade Organization. He was invited to address the 2019 World Trade Organization Public Forum alongside global leaders in finance, governance, and advocacy. He delivered a rousing speech at the 2019 European Union Parliament Africa Summit on Democracy and Good Governance. He was also awarded the UWIN Connect Award of Excellence by the UWIN Connect Enterprise Education Book and Awards. Adebola was recently appointed a United Nations Global Champion for Generation Unlimited, that is GenU, a global multi-sector partnership that aims to meet the urgent need for expanded education, skills development, and employment opportunities for young people. Despite his busy work schedule, Adebola finds time to inspire hope and faith from Africa to the world with his message of enterprise, leadership, and good governance. Okay, oh, that is an impressive profile. I will just try to look for, I will want to make Adebola Williams the host right now. I understand he's here with us already. Okay. So let me see. I'm not sure if my colleague Prince, please, if you can identify him, please, can you make him a host so he can come up to speak? Thank you.
Did anybody miss my cap?
Oh, oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Adebola. Thank you for joining us. We are so glad to have you here. We are so glad. So the floor is open right now to you. Please go right ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and good morning.
If you don't mind, can you share your video, please? Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. Great. Good morning. It's good to be here. This morning, I've been asked to speak on leadership and sustainability for business. And we have decided to capture it from a people perspective. Building a sustainable business with people-centered leadership. That's what we said to talk about this morning. And it might be a bit, maybe not what you expected, but in our experience of running a business in the last 15 years, and in all my experience of building anything in the last 18 years, I continue to find that human beings are the center of our world, either as collaborators, as sponsors, as mentors, as voices in the room where you're not. For everything you do as a business, you need people to sign your approvals, to open the gate for you when you go to the company, the receptionist, the PA to the CEO. At every point in time, you need human beings. And in building a sustainable business in today's world, with clear understanding of the current millennials who are the ones running the space, who are the ones who are in the employability market, a deep understanding of managing your people can help sustain your business. A deep understanding of also having access to the market through your people, because your staff, your core staff, are your first case in point to know what is out there. Many businesses today need young people. The population of our country is 60% young people. From whiskey to beer, FMCG to banking, condoms, everything need young people, their purchasing power. And working with young people gives you insight into the minds of young people as well. And so for you trying to build businesses, especially SMEs, I remember many years ago, we used to have it was a problem many years ago. And that's because as an SME, you're fighting many competitors. Everyone is looking for good talent. So if you have a good talent, there's a high chance that that talent will probably want to leave to go somewhere else. Somewhere they aspire to go to. Fancy, nice office in VI when your own office is in Ikeja or in Bagada, but they want to be in a fancy, nice office in VI. The salary might not increase, or the salary might increase, but they will spend a lot more on transportation. But just that sense of being in that space is an aspiration that they are answering. So therefore, they make the sacrifice. Sometimes it's higher pay. You can't compete with the multinationals and the bigger companies. So how do you then build a company that is sustainable, but at the same time, centering on what is most important, which is the people? Now, gaining insights in a rapidly changing business world is key to survive. 2020 has been an interesting year. And many people have said, oh, I just want to survive. I just want to get through the year. But you know what I found? I realized that before the pandemic came, people have suffered HIV, people have suffered cancer, people have suffered malaria, and they thrived. I saw a post somewhere when someone said all the plans we made for 2020 have all failed. And I say no. Because every year, every one of us have gone into the year making plans. Some of them have been actualized, some of them have not been actualized, pandemic or not. Every year, we've gone into the year with plans. Some people wanted to make a certain amount of billions, they did not meet it. Some wanted to win some accounts, they didn't win it. Even Dangote has moved the date of his refinery by, several times. So we make plans. What is important is that we do not lose the core that makes our business succeed. And it is your staff, your team members that help you do that. They are the ones who engage with your clients often. They are the ones with their ears on the ground. They are the ones that know what the mid-level staff are saying. So even if you are engaging the CEOs, They know what the mid-level staff are saying. My team members spot problems with the client and come back and say, I'm sensing that this client is not happy. I'm sensing that this client wants more. I'm sensing that this client wants this. But that's also because we have trained them to pay attention. And we have given them a sense of self and that confidence, that validation that makes them go into those spaces and are not behaving like timid staff, but they are actually watching for what is said and what is not said. Your staff, your team members are your allies. You must always remember that. They are your ears on the ground. They are your case studies. They are your channel to connect to the market and connect to your clients. You must always keep them close. So I'm going to share with you a few things that we have done in our company that has helped us move and grow in a people-centered leadership. And we have moved from managing people to actually leading people. It's important that as leaders, you must learn that you're a human being first. And you want to engage with your team members who are also human beings. So integrity is important. Care is important. Vulnerability is important. Sometimes your staff needs to see you weak. Your staff needs to see you showing true emotions and not always, trying to create a perfect picture. It helps them connect with you emotionally. Your clients need to see sometimes when you're afraid. And then here you say, I am afraid, but we will brave this through. What that says to them is it normalizes that when they go into situations with your clients and they see uncertainty and they're afraid, they identify the fear, but they also then follow your courage to say, we will brave this through. Your people are your assets. Your people are your systems. Your people are your structure. So you must also then design systems and processes that make sure that when anybody comes into your company, they fit into that culture and quickly grasp the vibe of a people-centered organization. Especially for SMEs, you cannot compete with multinationals. So you need to create different things, a culture that forces your people, not forces, but that excites your people and actually makes them want to stay home. So I'll give you a few pointers. One, your input determines the output. Your input in your team members, in your staff, determine the output from your staff. So sometimes you think you have a bad staff, but check your systems and structures. You actually haven't motivated the staff enough. Sometimes you think the problem is the staff. No, the problem is actually that you don't have systems and structures that has made the staff feel that they are actually in a space where they can be committed to, where they can be invested in. And so you must realize that you are the first point of call for investment in your team members. Your team members must get a sense that you're invested in their success. It doesn't remove the fact that sometimes you will have bad staff, you will have people who are just not committed, who are badly trained, badly brought up, but your team members must have no doubt that you as their leader or the company as a whole is invested in their success. Your input in your staff determines their output. If you input a commitment to their success, they will output a commitment to your success. That's one that we need to know. Number two, your organization structure must invest in your people and help them grow. Your organization structure, systems, and processes must be thoughtfully designed in a way that it helps your people grow. And you see, as a CEO, one of the things you need to do is to systemize these things so it doesn't entirely depend on you. Systemize it. If you don't have a CEO, give it to your GM. Give it to your talent manager. Find someone in the company, someone that can double as a small business that doesn't have many staff. But go and find best models and best practices Search for it. Google. What is Google? How does Google manage their staff? How does Netflix manage their staff? What is the work culture in Amazon? What is the work culture in companies that you admire? In Access Bank, in Nigerian Breweries, in Unilever. Find the companies that you admire. You admire their team spirit, you admire the way their people work, their output, and try to understand the work culture in those places. And then model those culture to fit your own business. So do not think for a minute that, oh, I'm a small business, I only have 5 staff, therefore I do not need a work culture, I do not need systems and structures that help people grow. No, you do. Even if your staff is 1 person, they want to get a sense that they are growing with you, they're succeeding with you. So create systems and structures that help your people feel challenged. Help them know they are progressing. Give them assignments and support them with how to do it. Throw them in the deep end sometimes. And if you see that they are struggling, throw them in a life jacket. But throw them in the deep end first. Teach them, prepare them, and let them go in. You must constantly challenge your people. You must constantly create structures where your people are able to see that they are growing. One of the drivers in my company who's been with us for 10 years, at some point he wanted to be a photographer. We sent him to the training. At some point he wanted to be a videographer, cameraman. We sent him to the training. He started going to channels where we have our TV show to go and watch how it's done. Now he's back to driving. Did we allow him grow? Did we allow him flourish? Did we allow him try the things he wanted to try? Yes. You must pay attention to your people. And that's my 3rd point, feedbacks. You must create systems and structures and processes that help you get feedback from team members. They must be able to give you feedback on how they want to progress, on what they see for their career, on where they want to go. So even if you have a shop, and you're selling and you have 1 person in the shop, talk to that person, understand their aspirations, then give them a plan. Oh, your apprentice says, I want to own my own shop in 5 years. Give them a plan, guide them, show them how to get there. So you must listen to your staff, your team members, and hear their aspirations. Then use that intel to create a path for them. That's number 3. Number 4, you must create systems and processes that track and measure. You must give your teams markers for their progress. How do I know I'm growing? How do I know I'm succeeding? They must be able to identify their growth in your company. So at every point in time, they should be able to see, assess themselves. In our company, we do OKRs, we do biannual reviews, we do peer review. We do all kinds of different reviews. Every 3 months, every 6 months, every month. And we use that to track the areas of improvement so that we can act on it. Very important. When you identify the areas of improvement for your team members, then the 5th point is trainings. You must invest in your people. You must train them. Whatever your business is. You run a big tech company, you must train your people. You must train the people that you want to move from one level to another after they've shown you capacity and commitment. You must train them. You run a regular restaurant, train your people. Train them on etiquette. Even my chef at home, I send him to school to go and learn how to cook. But many people have their chefs at home. They don't do that. They just have them there. I send him. Whenever I have a chef friend around, I organize a chit-chat between him and my friends who are chefs to help him grow. This is my domestic. I hope one day I can even open a restaurant for him. Your team members must see that you're helping them grow. So in our company, we constantly identify gaps. Even sometimes the managers do not agree, they do not know. Like recently, we sent one of our staff on a strategic thinking training. She didn't agree. She did not understand why. We had to insist and made her do it. And she's come back and she feels better for it. So even if you run a basic small company, what are the things? And I'll give you a trick. Even if you can't send them to school, LBS or anything, how about you Google online and find videos that you can play for them. You make it a learning session. You all sit down, you play the video from your laptop or from your TV, and then you all discuss it. That's training.
Yeah, so
that's learning. So you must remember at every point in time. The next thing is radical honesty and openness. Nigerian businesses are not open. Nigerian CEOs are not open. Everything is secrecy, secrecy, secrecy. If you want to build a team that believes in you, that supports you, that goes along with you, let them see radical honesty in your processes. Let them be able to voice out, speak up, and let them see you being honest. Your staff, excuse me. Your staff know when you're lying to them, my friends. They might not say it to you because you're the CEO, but they know when you're lying. They know. Openness, radical honesty. If you're not happy with their work, tell them. Give them the feedback. Engage them. Tell them what is wrong. Tell them how they are growing. Tell them your plans. Don't hide it. Don't wait. They are not in your head. They cannot know. You've got to show them. You've got to teach them. You've got to explain to them. If they are confused, if they are wondering, oh, why did that person leave the company? Why was this person fired? Talk about it. Don't hide it. Speak about it. And in our company, we don't only give feedbacks to team members give feedback to team leads, to CEO. So the smallest in our organization, the management trainees, give me feedback on my attitude, on my character, on how I engage them, on how I support them, what they want, what they think I do better, what they think I do, my weaknesses, I do badly, all of it. We do open feedbacks and we give room for a little anonymous feedback. And why little? Because we want honesty. We don't want people hiding behind anonymity. We want people to be honest and open. So it's very important. The next point is empathy. A leader must be empathetic to their staff. You must show empathy. There's no gain in being a wicked boss. You can be the disciplined boss. You can be the boss that is hard on excellence. The boss that wants everybody to do their best. That's fine. You can be that boss. But you do not need to be the boss that is wicked. Empathy. Your staff are human beings. And just so you know, some people will take your empathy for a ride, but do not let that change you. Do not stop being a good person because one or two people have been bad around you. No. Empathy. Your team members must see that you care about them, that you're committed to their well-being. And that way, in turn, they will be committed to you. If you have the capacity, you hire a CEO, you hire a talent manager, but you as a CEO must still, at every point in time, find ways to show empathy to your team members. Check on their careers. In our company, we do things like one-on-one, where the different staff come to sit with me or my co-founder. If you can't do it physically, you can do it by phone, you can do it by Zoom. 25 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes 1 hour. They want to talk about their problems sometimes. They want to talk about the challenges they're facing at home sometimes. They need a friend. They need an ally. Be that friend. Be that ally. Help them. Support them. And not all the time is about money or solving the problem. Sometimes it's just about listening ear and making and doing things in the company that show that you care. So someone says to you, oh, I live in this, I just moved to, Papa Lanto, and it's hard for me to come to work. You might not need to give them money to find a place closer. But you know what? You can say, okay, this particular staff, start resuming work instead of 8 o'clock, resume at 9 because of traffic, and close at 4 because of traffic. That's empathy. You do not need to spend any money for that. You just needed to identify the problems they're facing and create a solution within your business. So you don't need to really solve their problems at home. Just make sure that your work environment is conducive, and promotes their well-being. You see, in our company, we are obsessed with people growth and leadership. We are obsessed with people retention. And we took our time to put all of this in place, and we turned around our retention to between 85 and 95%. We do surveys. We do the joy survey. We do the leadership survey. We do all kinds of surveys to know how people are feeling. And whenever we see people write things that are not making them happy in the company, we deal with it immediately. We don't let it fester. So you have to deal with it. You don't let it fester. You don't waste time. You go for it. And yes, you surely will have people who you will invest in, who you will train, and who will still leave. I'll tell you what to do about that. Now, you also have to realize, which is my next point, that the workforce at the moment is a millennial workforce. That's the next point. Dealing with millennials. The guys who are coming out of many of the universities now are 21, 22, because many of our young people are no longer going to the regular universities, the government universities that graduate people when they are 28 and 40. Now they're going to the private universities that graduate people at 21, at 22. So therefore, you need to understand that workforce. Understanding millennials. It's a generation that is impatient. It's a generation that is creative and smart and wants, autonomy of some sort. You need to pay attention to understanding them and helping them thrive within the organization. If not, you keep saying, these people are bad. These people don't know this. You keep complaining and you keep changing and you keep changing. But that's what is in the market. You need to understand it. A few things that we developed after understanding the millennials and moving our retention to about 90 to 95% was we introduced many avenues to hear how they feel, how they think. And the more we heard it, the more we introduced it in our business. Take, for instance, the world is doing work from home at the moment. I tell you, my friends, we started work from home in our company 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Our business was built for a time like this. So every week, there is 1 day work from home from our staff, and then 1 week in a month is work from home. So in a total of 22 working days in a month, our staff work 8 days from home. Because we took our time to understand the generation we're dealing with. Now, these millennials, where do they want to go? MTN cannot give them that. I don't know what company can give them that. Maybe Unilever. Unilever does, allow flexibility. But many companies don't. So that flexibility, for example, helps us retain our staff. We also do something called work from home and shutdown days. Shutdown days means that every staff in the company gets 2 days in a month, apart from their weekend, where they don't work. 2 days, shutdown. So apart from your 8 weekends in a month, you get 2 days of not working, making 10 holidays in a month that you get in working in our company. Now, they can't get that anywhere. It excites them. It makes them see that the company cares about them. The company is invested in a structure that helps them work at their full capacity. These millennials want time. They want flexibility. They want to be working for you but have a blog. They want to work for you but have a vlog or be doing one business on the side. You must show your interest in investing in them so that they can give you their best when they come to you. The next point is wealth building. Your staff are not working for you because they just want to work. They want to build wealth. Many of them are not building wealth. They just want to make money. They want to succeed. They want to survive. We call it wealth building because we help our staff actually build wealth. We teach them on financial planning. We help them structure finances. We show them things that are important, investments they should make, landed property, and so on and so forth. We actually invest in landed property for our team members. We invest in landed properties for them. We help them structure, buy, and pay over time. We invest our money and put in as well, for those who've done very well and support their purchases. Now, which company is helping people buy land? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any company that's helping people buy land. So you need to find ways and incentives to give to your client, to your staff, to your team members that can help them be committed to you. It might not be land. It might be housing allowance. It might just be showing them and exposing them to different opportunities for investments. Those are the kinds of things that we do to build a structure that helps our workforce be committed to us and help them realize their personal dreams. Now, someone asked earlier about investing in people and them going away. Again, what have we done? We don't train our people and let them go. When people leave our company, we ensure that they leave in the most pleasing situation. So the next point you write down is building alumni for your business. Alumni. Many people will fight their team members, you fight their staff when they're leaving. We try hard not to do that. Many of our staff still check on us, still come to all our events, still come and volunteer and help us. We make them an alumni. Every year we gather them together in a Christmas party. We engage them all year round. We find opportunities and we give them. We find new job opportunities and we send to them for their growth, for their successes. So you should also build an alumni for your businesses. And that way, all the trainings you put in them, you can always get it back, because the next point is they become your brain trust. They become your brain trust. So you take some of them, the brightest of them, and you put them in a brain trust. So you have your alumni network of people that have worked with you, and then you now create a smaller group of people who become your brain trust. And those are the ones that you constantly speak to all year round to get insights. They will now say, oh, sir, you know that training we did 2 years ago? Oh, sir, remember, now we've done this before now. We faced this crisis before. They have long memory of your business. So maybe your new finance manager is facing a problem. You check your alumni network, you call your last CFO, and then she will say, oh, no, sir, this was what we did in 2019 when we had this problem. Those are the kinds of things that we have been doing in our organization. And then the final thing I'm going to touch on is leadership in crisis. As a CEO, you must be able to lead your team in crisis. When there's a crisis in the organization or there's a crisis in the nation, like we're seeing in Nigeria at the moment, your team members, the first thing they need is safety and comfort. Assurance that their jobs are secure, their jobs are safe, or even if their jobs are not safe, how are you easing them out? How are you helping them be stable and sustained? So I'll use the pandemic, for example, the current crisis. When the crisis came, because we had already started doing work from home, even before there was a lockdown, we told our team members, going forward, we're working from home. I invited all of them to a town hall meeting on Zoom, and I told them several things. We're working from home. You're all keeping your jobs unless it gets really bad, but we're going to work. My commitment is to go out there and find business and help you keep your job. And thanks to God, we've been doing that. We haven't let anybody go. So we kept their job. Your salaries would not be cut. Those things gave them instant peace and safety and commitment to the company. We promised some people salary increases in April. In the middle of the pandemic, we kept our word and increased their salaries. Integrity. In the middle of a crisis, that's what your team members are looking for. Then we created safety nets. I personally, as a CEO, I invested money with the talent and asked them from my personal pocket to set up a food bank in the office. So whoever really needed food and could not afford should go there and take whatever they need. So we set up a food bank in the office. And over time, it was very useful. People were going there to collect food, dry food, to cook. Also, we started paying salaries on the 23rd. That month in March, we moved the salary payments on the 23rd. We didn't go out talking about it. I saw many companies boasting that they pay salaries on the 24th and the 25th. We paid on the 23rd. We didn't talk about it. It was just for our people. Did it, and we moved on. Empathetic leadership. Leadership in crisis, very important. Now, the food bank structure, my company then adopted it. So it doesn't have to come from my pocket anymore. The company now created the food bank by themselves. So team members can go to the office and pick up food. That's leadership in crisis. We spend a lot of time helping the team grow and bond. We're finding opportunities online to help them do the same. We do book clubs so that the people can read and be developed. We continue. We do physical hangouts. Now there's no physical hangouts anymore. We do something on Teams called Huddle. Every Friday, the teams come together and they just gist, catch up with each other. We play music, we have fun. I talk to them sometimes. We give them assignments sometimes. We're running the company just as if there's no crisis. We've just basically adapted into online. And so you must be ready. If you're facing a challenge in your business, radical honesty that we talked about earlier. Call your team members. There was a time where we had challenges paying salaries. It was a bad year. We called our team members and told them, this is the problem. We cannot pay you on this date. We will pay you on this date. There was no crisis in the country then. Now imagine in the middle of the crisis, by God's grace, we are not just paying salaries, we are increasing salaries. If those people had left them, some people even left that year, that was a tough year. But those who stayed in the middle of a pandemic, we're not letting them go. Their jobs are secure. Those ones who left, the company they've gone to are facing challenges. So you see, radical honesty. Paying clear attention to your people. Your people are your engine base. They are the ones that help you look good to your clients. If I walk into your office, I don't meet the CEO. The first CEO I meet is your receptionist. That's your first CEO. The next CEO I meet, actually the first CEO is a security man. The second is a receptionist. Then maybe the manager, maybe the PA, before the real CEO. Every of these people need to be committed to the business. You need to understand the vision of the business. And so the final point I'm going to speak on is you must constantly remind your people of the mission and the vision of the business and why they're here. And you must constantly structure the vision and the mission in their own progression in life. So if your staff want to become a manager in 5 years, how do you structure that vision in that? How do you help them grow? Very important. So every month we do a meeting where we remind the team members, what is our vision? What is our mission? Who are we? Why do we do what we do? Everybody must know it. Every now and again, I sit with the team members. I remind them of what are our products. What are we selling? What are the opportunities? What is our capacity? You must always remind your people. You must arm your people with the information, with the ammunition to be able to shoot and bring you good kill from the hunt. At every point in time, you must arm your people with that information. And I know I said finally before, but this is finally. You must promote your people. Your people need to get a sense that they are growing in organization. I talked about growth earlier, but I didn't make this point. So if you want to create associate 1, associate 2, lead 1, lead 2, then sectional lead, team lead, but give your people a sense they are growing every 6 months and also increase their salaries no matter what the difference is. Create a structure every year or every 6 months, promote and increase salaries. Your people must feel like they're growing. If you can build a healthy, committed workforce, you would see your business thriving because the passion and the commitment and resilience of your team members is the engine behind all the inroads and markets that you are opening for them. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. In fact, my notebook is filled up with all the points. Thank you so much. This has been enlightening, and just seeing the comments alone, I mean, I want to believe everyone has, learned so much from this session. Thank you so much, Adebola Williams. You are indeed grateful. I just want to take a minute or two. I asked people to share their questions in the comment section. I noticed you answered one from the comment section where somebody asked about a company that have invested in and trained and retrained the staff but resigned after acquiring the knowledge. I know that's a common question with most people. They feel they invest so much in training their staff, but they end up leaving. Oh, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, you're on mute. You're on mute. Sorry, we still can't hear you. You're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Oh, so you're on mute. Can you unmute? We can't hear you at all.
Yes,
now we can hear you.
The host had to unmute me. I didn't have the power to unmute.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say that the session is to end at 1 because I have to jump another, so just so you know.
Okay, so I know you touched on that, but just a final tip. I know you've said a lot already, and I know you have to run away maybe in the next 1 minute. But I want you to just give a word for young people, especially young business owners, young people of our generation who are looking to go into business, who are thinking of a quick way to make money and not really looking at the full picture. Just a final word for young people who want to go into business.
It's got to be the big picture. Everyone has a dream. And I think you might want to find what that dream is. You might want to find what your dream is.
Sure.
You might want to find what you're passionate about and stick to what you're passionate about. Maybe that will make it easier for you in your journey. In your journey of building something big. Listen, my friends. Do not think small of yourself or your capacity. Do not limit your business to just Surulere or Agege, Lekki or Aja. In running your business, think global. You never know where opportunities will come. Run a business that you're proud of with your processes and your structures. But my friends, there's nothing stopping you from dreaming. Dream big, dream wild, dream far. You know what will happen to you? You might not achieve all your dreams to the moon, but you will land in the stars. I'm a testament. When I was 14, I had read enough books to change my life and begin to activate my dreams. I had read enough books that had taken me to Greece and America, London and Rwanda. And I knew that the world was bigger than my home in Surulere, where I lived in my extended family in the Face Me, I Face You. I knew that there was a world out there that I needed to use my potential and my capacity to activate success in my life. And I went out to find it. And that's what all of you must always remember. The opportunities are out there, but they will not come to you. The woman at the well in the Bible, she said, I have nothing. Everyone has something, my friends.
Definitely.
And he told her, said, you must have something. He said, okay, when I have a jar of oil, go and bring that jar of oil. You must bring something. Faith multiplied by 0 is 0. No matter how much you pray and go to church, you must do the work. God will only bless the work of your hands, but you must move first. She brought a jar of oil. And then he told her, go and get me basins. You know what that was? Anybody that knows that story? The process of getting basins is the process of building relationships. For every business you want to start in life, you need to have relationships.
Relationships.
People are gatekeepers. People are enablers. Especially for a small business that doesn't have the capacity to hire HR, hire CFO, that doesn't have the credibility to walk into all the companies to get opportunities. You need people who you can ride on their credibility, who can carry you on their shoulders to access doors, who can be your voice and your sponsors in room where decision makers are sitting. So you need to build relationships. You need to go out of your way and build strategic relationships. But you must be ready to also give to those relationships. Give your time, give your service, give your support to those relationships. You would say you have no money, but it's a lie. Everybody has something to give at every point in time. If you don't have money, give your service, give your time, sacrifice to be there for those people. I give to my older friends who are billionaires. As young as I am, you must invest. It's your input for output. That was where I started. What you input in relationship is what the output is. The output you get from relationships. And so the woman had to go and get basins from around the street. That's interpersonal relationship. That's interpersonal skills. Those basins that she had to bring are the sponsors I'm talking about, the people that will speak for you in rooms where you're not. If the woman did not have a good relationship, good attitude, she would have not been able to bring those basins. Then she brought those basins. And guess what happened next? He filled them. But you know what? There was one thing the woman at the well missed. She was not an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur. What would I have done if I was that woman? I would have now called people on the street and told them, please go to the next street and the next street. Go and bring me more basins. For every basin you bring for me, I will give you a jar of oil from that basin. That's marketing. So she has now looked for freelance marketers to go and help her bring basins and come there. And then in selling the oil, she can now give to people and say, okay, you after you sell, you come back, I give you a percentage. And so as entrepreneurs, your mind, you need to open your mind to learn from stories of other people. You see, knowledge is the GPS in the maze of life. Life is a maze. You need to know. The things you know is like a light on your path. And that helps you follow through. Now, when you collect knowledge, especially from those who have done it before, you now walk on the trail that they have blazed. And you know what? For some people, when they get to the end of the trail that those people have blazed, they say, can I go further? I am. So they beat the record of their mentors. And for some other people, the knowledge, the light that they've gained from insights, from reading, from watching and learning is to start a new path. So they start a new path and become trailblazers by themselves. So they go into the forest with no trails and begin to cut down the trees and form there because the knowledge they have gained has given them GPS that at the end of this forest, there are diamonds there. So as entrepreneurs, you must consume knowledge. When I was younger, as a 14-year-old, my friends were 36, 48, 50. I sat with older people to learn from them. So for all of you as an entrepreneur, you must learn from older people. And you must learn from younger people because the market today is driven by young people. So you talk to your mentors and you also talk to those behind you. You must constantly feed yourself with information and then practice it. Don't just hear it and not do it. Don't read it and not do it. Practice it. I've just read out to you about 12 different things that changed our retention and has helped build our company. So you learn these things and you practice them. So my friends, ladies and gentlemen, dream big, dream as far as you can, dream global, but then take a small space and begin to put in the excellence and the value and then expand gradually. Because you see, excellence has no enemy, and excellence doesn't mean different in Nigeria than it means in the UK. It's the same meaning. And everyone is looking for excellence. The world is looking for value. If your business is creating value and solving problems, you will get customers. You must always focus on solving problems to meet demands. You can be supplying, but you're not solving problems, you will not get a demand. So at every point in time, focus on solving problems and solving it diligently and excellently. Once you create value consistently, after a while, nature will conspire and create big break opportunities for you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adebola. Thank you. God bless you. We really appreciate, the knowledge you have given us, the wisdom. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful session. It's been a wonderful session. Thank you very much.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay. Yeah.
We meet at some point. You can follow me on Instagram at Adebola Lagos. From time to time, I support businesses. I promote SMEs, and I also share tips. So you can follow me on Instagram or on Twitter at Adebola Lagos.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. I know everybody has taken that. Okay. I will just go on with the rest of our presentation. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I will just go on with the rest of our presentation. This has been awesome. I know we've learned a lot. Adebola Williams, who is the Group CEO of Redmedia Africa, has just dropped some amazing, amazing nuggets. I've been seeing requests for the videos for this. Don't worry, we are going to have this replayed up on our LinkedIn page. So if you feel like watching this, we're going to have that put up during the course of next week. If you feel you want to refresh or just want to, listen to some of those points again. I know he touched, he was able to answer 1 or 2 questions on what we did, but due to time, we would have loved to have an extended Q&A session, but that was not possible. However, please, he has shared his handle. Follow him on Instagram at Adebola Lagos and on Twitter. Look for his handles, follow him. You can catch up on the conversation there and, reach out to him. Okay, just to go quickly, I mentioned the virtual career fair. Okay, where Jobberman is planning a virtual career fair. That is an online career fair. Okay, we have graduates from our soft skills training. I mentioned at the beginning of this course that Jobberman provides free soft skills training, and the topics cover things like emotional intelligence, critical thinking, creativity and idea generation, personal effectiveness and time management. You see, these are soft skills that are required to make your staff employable. So if you are here, right, Adebola has emphasized so much on people. For you to have a sustainable business, you need to invest in your people. And what better way can you invest in your people than enrolling your staff in soft skills training? And even as leaders, we all need soft skills training, emotional intelligence, self-awareness. These are issues we talk about during the Jobberman soft skills training. Okay, and right now we have that going on for free. Okay, and if you want to be a part of that, just simply go to www.jobberman.com/soft skills and register. It is completely free. Invest in your staff. That is one of the ways you can start investing in your staff or investing in yourself. Register for this soft skills training. It is free. You are not paying anything, and it is certified, right? It is not just free, but there's an assessment and there's a certificate awarded at the end of this session. It just goes on for 4 weeks. It's online. You can access the training at any time. Okay, so for the virtual career fair, what we've decided to do, we did the first batch. We have over 10,000 people we've trained. We're organizing a virtual career fair for people who are looking to hire our trained candidates. So if you are looking to hire a trained candidate, you want to be a part of this virtual career fair, my email is is right here displayed on the screen. You can send an email to me at cehianacho@jobberman.com. If you want to be a part of a virtual career fair, we're still putting plans in place. There's opportunity for sponsorship. There's opportunity for partnership. If you want to sponsor, or if you want to be a part of it, or if you're just looking for an opportunity to hire, do a mass recruitment, probably you're looking for interns or graduates, you know, or people, just this is an opportunity for you to be a part of this. Save your space now before we get filled up, right? Tentative date is 26th of August. It is online. We're going to use an online platform that will be confirmed soon. Okay, so yes, and if you want to put up free job adverts on Jobberman, please reach out to me as well. CEHenacho at Jobberman, okay, at jobberman.com. We have opportunity for free basic listings. If you want to advertise, if you're a small business trying to get the best hand, or you've been having challenges getting qualified candidates, this is an opportunity to put up free job ads on Jobberman. Please save this contact on your screen. You can reach out to me at CEHenacho at jobberman.com. Just talk to us about job adverts. Talk to me about the virtual career fair. That is my phone number. That is my email address. Feel free to reach out to me, and I will surely get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you once again for being a part of this event. I hope you have learned a lot. I hope you have really learned a lot. I sure have my notebook filled with so many exciting things, right? So please, let's keep this conversation going. We're going to have, this is a series. We're going to bring in another speaker to come to talk to us again sometime next month. And please do not miss this opportunity. We're going to bring in seasoned speakers, just like we've had Adebola Williams here. We're going to have more people come up, you know, to talk to employers, to talk to business owners. We want our business, we want the Nigerian businesses to remain sustainable. Okay, we don't want businesses to die out after 3 years or 4 years. Okay, so what Jobberman is doing is to create this learning series where business owners, small business owners, you know, can gather together, learn, share experiences, share knowledge, impact each other, you know, and get the best out of everything. Okay, we do not want to take much of your time. This is over 1 hour spent already. Please watch out for those emails, okay? And please, I'll be expecting your contacts, your emails. If you're looking to hire candidates, if you're looking to join our soft skills training, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay then, so thank you very much. This is where we will call it a day. It's been a wonderful session. We're going to do this again sometime soon. This is a series for SMEs and small businesses. So watch out for the next invite. Watch out for the next calendar date, okay? I will also try to upload this video on our LinkedIn page so you can go back and learn and, you know, just pick some, in case you missed anything, pick some key points again. Okay, thank you so much. On behalf of Jobberman, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has joined us, who has stayed with us up until this time, and a special thank you to Adebola Williams for being a part of this event. We hope we'll, you know, to have you again sometime, you know, just to give us some more nuggets, you know, on what you've taught us so far. Thank you, everyone. This is where we will end the event today. I hope you have learned a lot. Okay, everyone, do enjoy the rest of your day, and please continue to stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask if you have to go out, and maintain the social distancing. Bye, everyone.